Cool. Sweet, my brother. Dai mchocho. Mchocho brother. Today we've actually got a different team. Actually, let me not say different, but we've included our PR guy. Guys, I always get a blank. What's our PR guy's name? Mpo! Damn! What happens, eh? Mpo, like, I'm sorry, brother. You know I love you. I'm like that with you, man. I'm like that. And we've got Mulifi right at the back, and we've actually got some visitors. Moo over here. Kawi, last time I had Chicky. Actually, Gabby, this is for you, eh? Hey, Gabby, Gabza! There's the cow. There's the cow. Okay, now we're done with the cow because it's got no relevance to our video. What's today's question?
Mule asks, I'm a senior electrical engineer at I spoke to the relevant people for me to get exposure in a different department at work. My supervisor and manager refused and said we are short-staffed, of which we are 22 on our team and 3 teams in total. The supervisor and manager of the department I wish to go to have no problem with me going there. In fact, they keep asking me when I'm coming. I just wanted to go there for 3 months, as the work in that department will fit into my personal development plan.
Okay, Mule Mopako. I don't know which name I like, the name or the surname. Anyway, you've got a very interesting challenge there. A lot of professionals do come across that scenario. They do come across that challenge. And you've also got to understand, I mean, being the employee at that very infamous train services company. Anyway, being that employee, you need to also just be very conscious of the fact that you are working in an environment where the employer as well has to negotiate with what is important for the business. So as much as my role or your role in whatever that you do, whether you are a electrical, and I don't know if you're an electrical engineer, but I know that you're in in electrical field, whatever it is that you do, you also need to just be able to bring yourself back to yourself, pull yourself back, and play the game. What do I mean by that? Fine, you want to go help out in another department, 3 months, somebody's on maternity. I've got a few questions as well on my side. I mean, are you the best in the team right now? You mentioned that lead 22 doesn't really give me much, but are you the best in the team? Or you just average? Is it genuine? Is that lack of staff compliment or being short-staffed by your employer genuine? Is it genuine? I mean, when they tell you that, do you believe it? And not a case of you not believing it because you just want things to go your way. But is it genuine? And of course the other team is going to be okay with you coming on board. Of course. It only makes sense for them as well. Because remember, just like if any employee or employer, they would rather have somebody who understands environmental owner. I'd rather promote internally than get somebody from outside. But I mean, if the skill's not there and for whatever pressures, I'll go outside. But it's always best for us to move, internally. And I'm pretty sure that's why the other supervisor and manager are okay with you coming over. But you've just got to, if I had answers to the initial questions, it would just put a little bit of clarity for me. Anyway, that's okay. What is it exactly Obatlang Huigaina in the other department? So a senior electrical, and there's that senior electrical engineer, what is that? And what skill set is it that you're looking to gain on the other side? Because you just mentioned that it's your personal plan, and it would be it would be best if I knew exactly where you want to land. Because that way I tell you, look, you're not in a rush. It's okay. I know that you're probably aggressive and have the drive. Perfect. But what is it exactly? What is the plan? What's the end point? What is the objective? So that we can see whether you can actually take your time in going to the other department or not. There's another question that I wanted to ask you. What is the other department? It's come back now. That's exactly what I want to ask you. How long have you been in the role that you've been in? So one thing that I can pick up is that you're very aggressive, which is good. It's what you need when you want to be the best, when you want to move forward. And I'm pretty sure you're determined, all that jazz, 7 night, self-starter, ooh, me, read books. Yeah, I'm sure it's all of that. How long have you been in the role that you're in? Because as well, employers do look at those kind of things. You know, it's good to employ somebody who's a self-starter and who's, aggressive and everything, but we would like to get a return. All of this is an economic system. Employment, workspace, it's all an ecosystem where when you employ someone, you'd like to get a return. And I'm sure they took you up for a reason. I'm pretty sure you're good at what you're doing. And if you've been in that department, say 6 months, 7, 9, even 14, nyana, 1.6 years, nyana, it's really not that compelling. And you will find a little bit of resistance, especially depending on your relationship with your current employer. And I mean that literally. Is it a toxic relationship? Or you guys really, you guys okay? Now, I'm not going to spend too much time because I'm thinking of your data. I get it, all these cellular companies, they charge us bad. So now you guys can't look at 10-minute clips. And that's the environment that we work in. That's me being conscious of the ecosystem that we're in, of the challenges. So I need to make these answers short. So listen, if you can give me follow-up answers to what you've said, I will then trim it and make it a bit finer tuned. Finer tuned, okay. Anyway, I'll make it a bit fine tuned and we will address your question together. But I tell you what, Mule, Mopako, thank you so much. You're a champion. We're benefiting off your questions.